Hello and welcome. Today I invite you to join me on a rather special journey. We are about to venture into a world that exists all around us yet often goes entirely unnoticed. It is a miniature kingdom, a realm of the exquisitely small, where life persists on a scale so tiny it almost defies belief. We will be exploring the lives of some of the smallest creatures on Earth, marveling at the intricate and complex strategies they have evolved to survive in a world built for giants. Here, we believe in showing you the wonders of the natural world exactly as they are. That is the promise of our show and tell wonders approach. When I speak of the world's smallest mammal, you will see it scurrying before your very eyes. We will peer into the hidden lives of these remarkable animals, how they hunt, how they hide, how they thrive. It is a world where a human fingertip can seem like a vast plateau, and a single leaf can be an entire ecosystem. Let us begin our exploration into the breathtaking world of the incredibly small. Our journey begins with a creature of boundless energy, a mammal so small it seems almost impossible. This is the Etruscan shrew. Weighing less than a penny, at a mere 2 grams, it holds the title for the smallest mammal on Earth by mass. To see one is to witness a life lived at an astonishing pace, a frantic, perpetual search for the fuel it needs to survive. Its tiny heart beats at an incredible rate up to 1,500 times per minute. Using its long, flexible snout and sensitive whiskers, it probes the soil and decaying leaves, sensing the slightest movement. These shrews inhabit a world of leaf litter and dense undergrowth in Mediterranean and parts of Asia. They are not burrowers, they make homes in abandoned tunnels of other creatures, natural crevices in the earth. It must consume up to twice its own body weight in food each and every day, which it hunts with ferocious speed. It does not hibernate, instead it can enter a state of temporary torpor, slowing its heart rate and metabolism to conserve precious energy. Every twitch, every dash, every frantic heartbeat is a testament to the powerful drive to survive, proving that in the animal kingdom, size is no measure of tenacity. We now travel deep into the tropical rainforests of Papua New Guinea, to the damp, dark world of the forest floor. Here, hidden amongst the decaying leaves, lives a creature so small it was only discovered in 2009. This is Paedophryne amawensis, and it holds a remarkable record. At just 7.7 millimeters in length, it is the world's smallest known vertebrate, smaller than a housefly. Finding one is an immense challenge. Its mottled brown skin provides perfect camouflage. Scientists located it not by sight, but by sound. Tiny frogs produce a series of high-pitched chirps like an insect. Many frogs start life as aquatic tadpoles. These frogs, however, undergo direct development. They hatch from eggs as fully formed, minuscule adults. With a leap over 30 times their body length, they are surprisingly agile hunters. Their diet, mites, and other minute invertebrates. Specialists of the microscopic food web. Paedophryne amawensis pushes the limits of vertebrate size. Its skeleton is simplified, fewer bones in feet and spine. A tiny, chirping ghost in the vastness of the rainforest. In the limestone caves of Thailand and Myanmar, a truly remarkable mammal takes to the air each night. It is Kitty's hog-nosed bat, more famously known as the bumblebee bat. This name is wonderfully apparent with a body no larger than a big bumblebee and a weight of around 2 grams. Its wingspan, a mere 15 centimeters, is a marvel of biological engineering. These bats are a study in social miniaturization. They live in colonies, often numbering around 100 individuals. Their distinctive feature, the pig-like snout that gives them their name, is thought to play a role in their sophisticated use of echolocation. As dusk falls, the colony comes alive. The bats emerge from their caves in a flurry of tiny wings, dispersing into the surrounding forest to hunt. Their flight is surprisingly agile, a fluttering dance as they navigate between the trees and bamboo thickets. Using echolocation, they emit high-frequency sounds from their mouths and listen for the returning echoes to build a detailed sound map of their surroundings. The survival of this tiny bat is precarious. Its habitat is restricted to very specific limestone cave systems, many of which are threatened by deforestation and tourism. Conservation efforts are now underway to protect these unique roosting sites and the forests where they feed. The bumblebee bat serves as a powerful reminder that even the smallest of creatures plays a role in its ecosystem, and that their survival is intrinsically linked to the health of their environment. We journey now to an island famed for its unique and wonderful wildlife, Madagascar. Here on the tiny islet of Nosihara lives a reptile so small it could comfortably perch on the head of a matchstick. This is Brookesia micra, the smallest known chameleon. Discovered in 2012, an adult measures just under 30 millimeters from snout to tail tip. During the day, these chameleons hunt for tiny insects and mites among the leaf litter on the forest floor. Their movements are slow and deliberate, mimicking the gentle sway of a dried leaf in the breeze. When threatened, their first instinct is to freeze. At night, these tiny chameleons climb up into the low-lying vegetation, often just a few inches off the ground. The world of Brookesia micra is a microcosm, where a single fallen tree is a vast explorable landscape. Their incredibly restricted range makes them extremely vulnerable to habitat loss. The discovery of this minute chameleon highlights the incredible biodiversity hidden away in the world's remote corners, and underscores the urgent need to protect these fragile ecosystems before their secrets are lost forever. From the island of Madagascar, we travel to the arid, rocky landscapes of South Africa. In this harsh environment of succulents and stones, lives the world's smallest tortoise, the speckled padloper. The males of this species are particularly tiny, reaching a maximum shell length of just 8 centimeters. The shell of the speckled padloper is a masterpiece of camouflage, adorned with thousands of tiny black speckles on a golden-brown background, blending perfectly with the granite and quartz pebbles of its habitat. When motionless, it is not a creature but simply another rock among many. They feed primarily on the small succulent plants that grow in the rocky outcrops, which provide not only nutrition but also the moisture they need to survive. Unlike larger tortoise species, the speckled padloper is surprisingly agile. It is an adept climber, using its strong legs and sharp claws to scale the steep rocky surfaces. The speckled padloper tortoise is a fragile gem of the African continent. Conservationists are working tirelessly to protect the rocky landscapes they call home, ensuring that this tiny pathwalker can continue its slow and steady journey through the succulent Karoo for generations to come. High in the canopy of the South American rainforest, we find a primate so small, it could be mistaken for a squirrel. This is the pygmy marmoset, the undisputed smallest monkey in the world. Weighing a mere 100 grams and standing only about 15 centimeters tall, this tiny creature is a marvel of agility and adaptation. Pygmy marmosets live in small, stable family groups, typically consisting of a breeding pair and their offspring. These groups are highly social and cooperative. They communicate through a complex system of high-pitched calls, chemical signals, and visual cues. Using their sharp, chisel-like incisor teeth, they gnaw small holes in the bark of specific trees and vines to feed on the sap and gum that oozes out. Life in the rainforest canopy requires incredible athleticism. It can leap more than 5 meters, over 30 times its own body length, between branches. Its sharp, claw-like nails, unlike the flat nails of other monkeys, allow it to cling securely to vertical tree trunks and branches. It also has the remarkable ability to rotate its head 180 degrees, allowing it to scan for predators like hawks and snakes without moving its body. The pygmy marmoset is a perfect example of how a species can carve out a unique niche for itself. By specializing in a food source that few other animals can access, this tiny primate thrives in one of the most competitive environments on Earth. Observing them is like watching a tiny, acrobatic family go about its daily life, a miniature drama played out high above the forest floor. We now dive beneath the waves into the vibrant and complex world of the coral reef. Here, in the coral triangle of the Western Pacific, lives a fish so small and so perfectly camouflaged that it was discovered by accident. This is Denise's pygmy seahorse. Measuring a maximum of 16 millimeters from the tip of its snout to the end of its tail, it is a master of disguise. This tiny seahorse spends its entire adult life on a single type of sea fan coral. Its color and texture have evolved to mimic its host coral perfectly. Life for Denise's pygmy seahorse is a delicate dance of stillness and subtlety. It feeds on tiny crustaceans that drift by in the current. Like all seahorses, they have a unique reproductive strategy. The female deposits her eggs into a brood pouch on the male's abdomen, with the male releasing miniature, fully formed seahorses into the water column. The fate of Denise's pygmy seahorse is inextricably linked to the health of the coral reefs it inhabits. Ocean warming, pollution, and destructive fishing practices all threaten the delicate sea fan corals. The story of this minuscule, hidden creature is a powerful reminder of the intricate connections within marine ecosystems, and the profound impact that human activity can have on even the most unseen inhabitants of the deep. Our search for the minute takes us now to the Caribbean, specifically to three small islands within the British Virgin Islands: Tortola, Virgin Gorda, and Mosquito Island. Here, clinging to existence on these tiny specks of land, is the Virgin Islands dwarf gecko. This gecko is so small that an adult can curl up comfortably on the surface of a dime. These geckos are incredibly secretive, spending most of their time hidden under rocks or deep within the leaf litter. Finding one requires patience and a keen eye. The Virgin Islands dwarf gecko hunts for minuscule insects, mites, and other tiny arthropods that live in the soil. It is a swift and agile hunter. One of the most remarkable features is that the females lay only a single large egg at a time. This egg can be up to a third of the female's body size. The existence of the Virgin Islands dwarf gecko is incredibly fragile. Its extremely limited range makes it highly susceptible to habitat loss from development and invasive predator species. It is a stark reminder that some of the world's most unique creatures live on a knife's edge, their survival dependent on the preservation of their tiny island homes. For our final destination, we traveled to the Dominican Republic, to the remote and arid landscape of Jaragua National Park. It is here that we find a contender for the title of the world's smallest reptile. This is the Jaragua sphero, at an average length of just 16 millimeters. The challenges of being this small are immense. The ratio of surface area to volume is so high that water loss is a constant and deadly threat. Like its Caribbean cousin, it hunts the tiniest of invertebrates. Its hunting technique is one of ambush and lightning-fast strikes. The discovery of the Jaragua sphero raises fascinating questions about the physical constraints on life. How small can a vertebrate be and still possess all the necessary organs and systems to function? This tiny gecko, with its simplified skeleton and life lived on the edge, is very close to that theoretical limit. Our journey into the world of the miniature has come to an end, from the frantic heartbeat of the Etruscan shrew to the camouflage stillness of the pygmy seahorse. As we promised at the beginning, this has been a true show-and-tell experience. Every animal you saw was the real star of its story. These tiny creatures are not just novelties, they are survivors, each with a unique and complex story of adaptation. Which of these tiny marvels amazed you the most? Was it the pygmy marmoset or the rock-like speckled padloper tortoise? Let me know in the comments below. And if you wish to continue exploring the incredible stories our planet has to tell, please consider subscribing for more show-and-tell wonders. Their existence reminds us that there is a vast hidden kingdom all around us, full of life and drama waiting to be discovered. Thank you for joining me.